YouTube blade lovers, welcome back to This Old Sword Reviews. And I've got a fine budget knife review for you today. This is the Rake. It's a weird spelling, so I know it doesn't sound like it should be R-A-K-E, but it's R-U-I-K-E, and the consensus seems to be, on other reviews I've seen, so I'm taking other people's word for it, that it's pronounced Rake. So this is the Rake Fang. I know that there's a Bestech out there called Fanga. It's an entirely different knife, and I think that was a Max to Chuck design. At any rate, this is the Rake Fang. I've had this for a while. I looked it up today. It comes in at around $37. And let's take a peek. We have some really nice G10 that is carved, contoured to expose multiple layers. And here we have a black and a lighter blue. Either that or it's a dark blue and a lighter blue, but I think it's black. Very close. Could be a very deep navy and a lighter blue. But it gives you that lava type look, similar to what Hogue has done with many of their somewhat higher end knives. Interesting clip. Kind of looks like a piece of jewelry. It is a, I think, an aluminum piece. Could be steel, blue anodized, with a stainless steel deep carry spring clip with this hole in it. Very fancy clip. Oops, sorry about that. It really, in my pocket, doesn't seem to catch too much attention. Of course, you really can't see the butt of the knife since it's just about flush. Nice edge on this. It came okay, but I put a really nice razor edge on there with my KME sharpener. Pretty happy with that. And it's a fine edge because this is flat ground from pretty much the spine all the way down to the edge. And it fits the hand, surprisingly, for what appears to be a shorter knife, surprisingly well. I got a little left over. And one large placement for your finger, no other grips, straight on through. And that always gives me the best feeling, best ergos on a knife, when you've got a secure spot for the index finger, and the rest of the fingers can go where they like. You have what amounts to a large dish or spooned out area here for your thumb, which includes scalloping the back of the handle a little bit. Got some nice aggressive jimping here. Very nice. You could go out further if you got into a hammer grip. Solid back construction with what appears to be a piece of black G10. Stainless, quite thick liners that are weight relieved. Let's see if I can get a light in there for you. So you can see the holes. And we got some weight relieving on the other side as well. A thick liner, as I said, which gives you really solid liner lockup, close to 50%. Interesting shaped blade, kind of a spear, elongated spear, very pokey, very piercing. We have the company name branded on the side. And we have what appears to be a model number, P105. 03, I'm not sure what the rest of the numbers mean. WBC, so on and so forth. Kind of looks like an encrypted password or something. Not mine. A nice, by the way, 14C28N, Sandvik steel. Really not a bad steel for this price point. Usually you're getting D2 or one of the cheaper 440 equivalents. So nice to get the Sandvik, which tends to be a very good balance, I've heard, of edge holding and stain resistance. Better than D2 in the stain resistant department, but maybe not quite as tough as D2, where it's going to take a pounding. Not sure of the Rockwell. These are available. Looked them up on eBay, and I think this one came off Amazon. I think they're still available on Amazon. Where was I? About measurements. So tip to tail, we have almost 8.5 inches, 8 3/8. We have a blade length to the handle of 3 5/8. We have a cutting edge of 3 5/8. How about thicknesses? It's a thicker handle, 0.62 inches. And blade stock of, call it 3.5 inches, 3.4. So it's a hefty knife. What do we get for a weight? I got this rare earth magnet, sticks to everything. I want it to make the electronics go bonky. Yeah, it's over 5 ounces, so 5.11. It feels solid in the hand. I mean, there's a certain amount of dead weight there. Very smooth action. Oh yeah, check this out. Nice action, very smooth on bearings. So for 37 bucks you get bearings, huh? Pretty nice. What else are we looking at here? Got a relief for the lock release. So you can see the liner from this side because of the cutout in the G10 and the frame of the handle. Let's put it up against some of the usuals. And I got a question today as a comment on one of my other videos. The knives I use for comparison here, why are 2 out of the 3 serrated? Just the way I got them. This came from a local Army barracks store. I wanted a Rat 1, not real bad, but it was inexpensive. Picked it up. Happened to come with serrations. I wasn't looking for the serrations. And years ago, I wouldn't buy a Benchmade without part serrations, just because they are useful. If you're cutting marine rope or you're cutting plastic strapping, and even sharp edges, if you've had them slide off and they don't bite. The thing about the serrations is they give you the initial bite, and even if the serrations don't do all of the job, they start it. And aesthetically these days, I know serrations aren't the prettiest thing to the eye. Everybody wants a smooth edge. And some people will tell you that a smooth edge can do everything that a serrated knife can. Not really. You wouldn't have serrated bread knives to try to cut that crusty bread in your kitchen. So they do have purpose. You may not like them on your knife because of the look, but it's what I got. The Freak is the only one in this little collection of comparisons that doesn't have serrations. The Cryptilian has serrations, and the Rat 1 has serrations. But you can see that the Rat 1 is just a bit bigger than the Rake, particularly in the handle. The Rake doesn't have a especially long handle, but it has a ample handle. That's what surprised me, because it looks short. The blade appears to be somewhat short, and the handle is just a little bit short. But overall, like I say, it's over 8 1/4. That's good enough. And it's thick enough that it really does fill the hand. I mean, it's a secure knife. Works in reverse grip just fine. If you want edge out, if you want edge in, not very comfortable. That's where a more rectangular handle will work. At any rate, that is the budget knife of the day, the Rake Fang. Can't go wrong. Action, ergos, edge holding ability. For that money, I would say it's right in there with like QSP and CH and Civivi and CJRB. Almost couldn't remember that. So many acronym names. So yeah, it definitely holds its own, and again, right in that same price point in the 30s to maybe low 40s. Hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like, and I hope you subscribe. I'm enjoying all the comments coming back and the dialogue that we've established with my followers. Hope we get a few more. Take care. See you soon. This Old Sword signing out.